Presiding member, I wish to raise something that I think no Tamil member of parliament who represents the Northeast, including the government members, if they have the freedom to actually speak their minds, can agree and can condone. And that is this Kibuloya project that the cabinet has approved. It was something that was started by the Rajapaksas, and the Prime Minister knows what the Rajapaksas are. The Tamils have looked upon them as probably the most vehement racist ideologies that Sri Lanka has ever seen against the Tamil people. In 2013, soon after the war, this Kibuloya project was orchestrated where there were supposed to be settlements. Nearly 6,000 Sinhala families were going to be settled in under this scheme. Already some 3,000 or nearly 4,000 families had already been settled in areas where in 1984, due to systematic military operations in those areas, people from Mullaitivu East and Vavuniya North, Tamil people who had lived there for centuries, were systematically driven away. They were displaced. And before they could return, there were Sinhala colonization projects that took place. Now, this has been a long-standing vexed issue that we have been raising from time to time. That due to the war circumstances, when people get displaced, at the end of the war, when we tried to come back, we couldn't come back. In those places instead, either the forest department had declared them all to be forest, or people were already occupying, people who did not belong to that district. Now, this has been a huge problem. And this Kibuloya project is a key problem with regards to that in the northern province. And we had been severely opposing this, not only us, including members from the other Tamil parties representing the Northeast have been severely opposing. Now, if you look at that project, this is the official position of that project. The entirety of the settlements that are going to take place is Sinhalese. And that is one of the complaints that has come out from the environmental department, has come out with a feasibility project analysis where they have pointed that out, saying that this is actually in violation of the constitution to carry out settlements like this. But that is the intention of the project. Now, that sort of project coming under the Rajapaksas is something that we can understand. Not that we agree with it, we opposed it, we can understand. But this is coming under your government. You call the Rajapaksas racist. You call the Rajapaksas racist, but you are doing it. And in addition to that, the Rajapaksas allocated 7 billion rupees to carry out this project. You have increased that by a further 2 billion. Now, how on earth can you expect us to accept this? Isn't this utter racism? What is the message you're sending us? When we raise this, we are being targeted. The president goes to Jaffna and says that when we protest against the Thaiyatti Vihara that was built on private land, I challenge the president. It was built on private land. When the Thaiyatti Tisavihara land is already there, nothing was done there. They took private land. When we are protesting that private land has been confiscated illegally, the president goes and calls that racist. What is the message you're telling us? It frustrates us. When we are trying to be constructive, when we try to support you, when you need support, when we think that you are unfairly being targeted, when we try and support you. But soon after that, when we raise serious matters that concern us, that has exacerbated conflict in this country, for the president to go and call us racist because we support those people, those families who are protesting, and then you go and do something like what you're doing here in this Kibuloya scheme, you're no different. So I ask the Prime Minister that if this government is different from the others, then there must be a systemic change in the way the government treats the people of the Northeast. You can't do the same thing that the previous governments did for year in, year out. do the same thing and then say that they are racist and you're not racist. So I asked this government,
අවසන් කරන්න
I asked the
මන්ත්‍රීතුමා.
Prime Minister that she must intervene in this. She must intervene in this because if this project goes through, I can assure you that this last chance that the
Okay,
Tamil people
okay.
were hoping from your government also will be dashed. Thank you.
Okay.